Oh, we already know what's going on here, Richard. I don't know who you're trying to fool, but we know about you.
I don't think you understand it now. Fucking stressed I am about this Twitch, this fucking troll shit. I want people making YouTube videos. Fucking stop.
So yeah, a lot has happened to our boy Liquid Richard since the last time we saw him. In case you're not familiar with who Wings of Redemption is, allow me to do a brief recap. Basically, he was one of the first people to start doing Call of Duty commentaries and gained an insane amount of popularity for the time. This directly fed into his ego, which would usually cause him to talk up a very big game and just overall kind of think very highly of himself. This can be seen in the countless clips of him just bullying his fans for not being good at Call of Duty.
Anybody that does not end this game with a 2KD will be kicked out the party.
This attitude continued from the time he gained popularity all the way until the fateful Syndicate 1v1. Now, Wings used to be one of the co-hosts of the Painkiller Already podcast, and on one fateful day, they invited Tom Syndicate onto the show. Syndicate was one of the first zombie YouTubers and actually kind of paved the way for that whole community to grow, but for some reason, Wings just had a vendetta against this guy. He shit-talked him to his face on a podcast for like 2 hours, and then the question of them 1v1ing came up, and Wings got absolutely demolished, which coincidentally led to one of the best reactions on the internet.
Wings, did you spawn in?
I broke my controller.
You broke your controller?
Yeah, keep fucking laughing, you fucking faggot. Fuck! Why the fuck you stream that shit?
So yeah, that's where Wings believes his career really started to tank. And I wouldn't disagree with him, but I would disagree as to why it started to tank. He's under the impression that people started to dislike him simply because he lost a game of Modern Warfare, when in actuality, it was just because he freaked out on his friends and acted like a man baby. There would be drama here and there, but things have remained pretty consistent for him up until around 2017 when Call of Duty World War II came out. And as we all know, at the launch of that game was nothing but a steaming pile of dog shit. So if you put that in the hands of a self-described 400-pound fat man who has nothing left to live for, then naturally you're gonna get a mental breakdown or two out of that. Especially because this is around the time his troll community started to form, and they realized the more they messed with him in the game, the more he would freak out on stream. Freak out is majorly underselling it. These were borderline mental breakdowns.
I really need to make this fucking money. I really wanted to get this fucking surgery, man. I wanted it so fucking bad. I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man. All I wanted to do was, like, I was fucking lonely. I wanted to just fucking stream and have a good time. Have a good game.
It might sound messed up, but this has become one of my most important memes. I literally cannot go a gaming session with my friends without this meme being brought up several times. And honestly, I wouldn't want it any other way. Unfortunately, this really was the peak of Wings having emotional reactions to the trolls. Because for the next year or two, obviously people would still poke at him, but he really wouldn't react as much simply because he got on Lexapro. Fun fact, I actually did get banned in his chat for making fun of his moderators. But from late 2018 to early 2020, not much really happened with Wings. It almost felt as if the Wings of Redemption train was starting to lose a lot of steam. That is, until his latest arc. Now, if we categorize everything that's happened up until this point into arcs, I think we could break it down into 4 distinctive ones. The Origin arc, the Depression arc, the Lexapro arc, and finally, the marriage arc. This will hopefully clarify that cursed clip that this video actually started with. It was around the summer of 2020 when he started making claims that he was engaged to a woman, and obviously due to his position in life and all of his circumstances, no one really believed him, but he kept on insisting it was true. And then one day out of nowhere, he was just like, yeah, I'm married. It was only recently where he actually started showing her on camera. And it all made sense suddenly why he was hiding her. She is 100 times cooler than he ever will be.
Call of Duty with Mr. Wings is going to go a lot like this. You suck! What don't you like about Wings streaming? I know some of you would find this hard to believe, but sometimes he's a little bit too cocky. Guys, I've got to start playing with people more closer to my play level.
This was, you pulled some shit from 6 months ago.
Okay, well, it still happened.
It's just crazy to me, because this was Kelly's first time being on a live stream, and she dealt with the trolls far better than Jordy has in his entire 10-year career. Also, in case you keep wondering why I keep calling Wings all these different names, that's a whole meme in itself. His actual name is Jordy Jordan, and the YouTube channel he originally created was called Wings of Redemption. The trolls found out that at some point, someone named Richard used to live where Jordy currently lives. Upon learning this information, they went into his chat calling him Richard, and like usual, he freaked out and started banning everybody. The trolls would then take clips that he would say out of context and start putting them over beats and labeling them as music by Liquid Richard. And then there was one time where his grandma walked in the room and called him Sam. So then they started calling him Sam in the chat, and again, he lost it. I know I'm hitting you guys with paragraphs and paragraphs of Jordy Jordan lore here, but every time I say something new, it reminds me of 10 more things that makes this story infinitely much more interesting. Getting back on track though, not only does his wife handle the trolls better, she even puts up with his bullshit in a magnificent way. Rather than just taking it or cowering down, she actually fights back and puts him in his place.
You told me to go get it, and then you were on here talking about how you needed $1,500. What's up with that?
I know. I said that it would cost $1,500 money as possible because, like, you know, wife got some bad news the other day, so like, I might have to come out $1,500 here soon. Same way of people acting like all the money I make goes to like trucks. It doesn't. It goes to my beautiful wife too.
It does not. You made me sound like such a gold digger.
Little things like this have made me love this woman. Cause at this point, we all know how Wings is. He says some dumb shit, and then when he's called on it, he'll double down. So I actually think it will be really good for him to have someone in his real life that actually calls him on this stuff. Because if a viewer tries to say anything, boom, you're insta-banned. And by this point, I think he's pushed most of his close friends away. So hopefully she does stick around, because I genuinely do think this girl will be really good for Wings in the long run. But like I just said, the key is to her actually sticking around. Thanks to the YouTube algorithm, recently I've been getting swarmed with out-of-context clips of Jordy that last only like 10 to 20 seconds, and it has been some of the best goddamn content I've received in a minute. The reason I say this directly after, though, is, well, I think you should just watch the clip and you'll understand where this is all going.
Am I allowed to come in and chat?
If you want.
Okay, cool. Have you seriously banned my name in the chat?
Can't talk to you, baby.
Okay.
You're constantly talking while I'm playing rank. Fuck, man! Please go out. Please go away. Please. I don't want you in here when I play rank.
Could you imagine, fam? The man who has gone on record to say he hates video games.
I don't like video games, Atlanta sports fans. I play them because I'm a fat loser.
Is going to allow them to ruin his marriage. I seriously don't know what Jordy's doing, though. This is like his one and only support system, and he's literally pushing it away. Like, how are you gonna cry about being lonely and sad, and then someone comes around, and then you just treat them like dog shit? Even if we look at this through a materialistic lens, obviously he should be treating her good off-screen, but especially on-screen, because the fans love her. I guess I shouldn't call her fans, but the trolls love her. The majority of donations that he gets now are specifically ones that will say, "We love you, Kelly. Fuck you, Richard." It really just astounds me that we're almost 3 years removed from the point when I first found out about Wings, and it is still just as relevant and interesting as ever. Honestly, the reason I'm making this video right now is because I rewatched my old video about Wings, which I'll link down in the description for any of you cool kids who want to go watch that. And I just realized how much things had changed. But everybody, that is the latest scoop on what is going on with Wings of Redemption. I know, it's shocking. I made a video. I will try my best to carry this momentum. Louie Lou started making videos again, so y'all should go check him out, as well as Gara Dabs for gaming videos and AMVs. Links to both in the description. But yeah, it's been a minute since I've made a video, so I'm gonna try to not do that again. In fact, I know I shouldn't say it because if it never comes out, I'm just gonna look like a fat liar, but I'm gonna say it. I've got a Cold War review in the works, and it should be done soon. But as always, lads, it's been a pleasure. If you've made it this far, you're a base motherfucker. I hope you have a great day. I love you all. And take care.